Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Phantasy Calradia Let's Play for Mount & Blade Warband. So, throw any short-term plans we may have had from the last episode out the window, because I've been MIA for a little over a week, and I don't remember a thing. So, we're just going to kind of make it up as we go here. I do recall that we picked up a bunch of Blazing Hands troops at the... I don't think it was the end of the last episode, but at some point we did pick up a variety of Blazing Hand troops from, I believe they were prisoners of some army that we fought. And so I figure we'll get into a couple scraps today and test them out. Potentially against, I think, whatever bandit type is in the Vaegir territory that we, liberated these guys from. I wouldn't mind continuing to fight them and maybe getting more. So, yeah, we'll ride around a bit and see if we can find any. I'll try to stay in this sort of northeastern area, though, because I imagine those bandits are getting those troops from fighting Blazing Hands, parties which are in this area. So if I venture too far, I'm not going to see very many more of them. But, it's all Vaegir stuff here. So we're going to have to go away from their parties, obviously, or we won't see too many bandits, or they'll beat us to them, potentially. So, yeah, we're going to have to venture a little bit. But hopefully we can find something. Our tracking skill's not great though, so unless we run smack into them, it's going to be kind of hard to spot anything. But hopefully we can find something. I would love to fight. Somebody went north right there. I thought they were Vaegirs. Yeah, they were. I couldn't quite tell. The Taiga Bandits. That's what they were called. Right. They'll probably end up escaping, but if we are ever able to get them to a ransom broker, we'll try to sell them off. Or we will sell them off. We won't just try. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you cutting right when I told you to go left? I'm not seeing much of anything here, unfortunately. But we can't really make any headway against the orcs, and I don't particularly enjoy fighting the bandits down in that area. So I'd rather stay up here. I don't know how much luck we're gonna have. Who knew it was so hard to pick a fight? Let's go a little bit more east by maybe northeast. I think there's just too many lords in this area. They may have killed them all already, or maybe I did. Oh, nope, there they are. Tundra bandits, that's just 9 of them. 39, that's a better fight. No prisoners on either of them, but at least we'll get some XP out of this. We'll take the big one first.
Your money or your life.
It's almost fair, except our troop quality is obviously a lot better. Now, I am rusty as all hell. I haven't played in a while, so expected an absolute shit show here. But we're going to do our best. Let's set up any range units up on this hill. We'll put the infantry down slope just a bit. And the cavalry can set up off on that flank, ready to charge them. I'm going to go cause a little bit of trouble, particularly for this guy. It looks like my timing's not terrible. Alright, infantry, do your thing. I'll hold the cavalry back just a touch longer. Oh, you're too fast. Alright, cavalry, go. Range units, stay right where you are. You're doing fantastic. Oh, probably could have had you if I was paying attention. And why can't I? That guy was like a brick wall. I couldn't move through him. My aim is not great. Ah, damn these spears. And this short sword's not helping either. Alright, let's double back. I'll let them deal with the spears. I don't want to mess with that. Ah. If I had my kingdom sword, I would have got him. Is that it? That appears to be it. Everybody's celebrating, so I think we're done here. My horse was wounded, but not permanently injured, so that's great. And I didn't take any damage at all. Let's see, 2 more Taiga bandits to bring along with us. Again, they'll probably get out long before we manage to sell them, but we'll bring them along anyways. And Beric the Bard is leveled up, as well as the player character. So, ooh, we're kind of full here. Let's ditch some of this stuff that's less than a couple hundred, because these are all fairly valuable. 180. Yeah, that's still better. So we'll bring that. Alright, so a few upgrades to be had here. Let's do the unnamed ones first. I guess it was just that one orc. Then we'll talk to Barrick and get him all leveled up. So I'm going to go Strength 12 here to get him to Iron Flesh 4. And then we'll probably work on his intelligence and definitely his charisma. For a bard, you think he'd be more charismatic. But my intent was to eventually make him somebody I could send on diplomatic missions with high persuasion. So obviously he's going to need quite a bit of work in that avenue. And we'll just kind of allocate those wherever. So there's one down. We'll chase after the smaller one. I don't know that it's really worth our time, though. Only 9 of them, but I don't know. Maybe they'll lead us to some others. Maybe they'll lead us to the hideout. I doubt it, but at least it's another fight to be had. And then we'll keep going up this way and see if we can find some more. We seem to have better luck in that direction. We're just going to charge. No reason to get fancy here. We'll just go right after him. And I imagine I'm deploying about as many cavalry as they're deploying total men, so I think we'll be okay just charging straight on in. I don't think I need to hold the cavalry back and wait for the infantry or anything. Wonder if this horse is lame. I don't feel like I'm moving particularly quickly. Let's swing around. Trying to dodge my way through these horsemen that don't know where they're going. Somebody got him, and we're done. That was awfully quick. Alright. If nothing else, it gave us a little bit of morale, so that's nice. Oh, I forgot to level up myself. Whoops. And those two things are a little bit valuable. Get rid of that helmet. And we'll take that as well as this. Okay. So, I think we're going to have to make another stop up at the town here just to unload our gear. Probably should have done that from the get-go. I didn't realize my inventory was full, and we were like right there, but whatever. We didn't lose out on too much, and there's some bandits right there for us to fight. So, obviously into the marketplace first. We can sell this to whoever. We'll just unload it all. I'm sure there's somebody that could utilize those, but honestly I don't care that much. Get rid of that. Move that up there. And I will keep the unbent ones. And you guys can have the rest. And I'll take the money. Okay. We'll poke into the tavern. If there's a ransom broker here, great. If not, oh well. Oh, great. Let's see. Do I have any prisoners left? Yeah, sell them all. 816. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Calradian Cavalry. How many are you? 6? Sure. I have money. Why not bring on some high quality cavalry? Okay. So let's leave. And that's going to give them a little bit of a head start. But then we'll run them down if we can. Why did we lose 10 morale? What happened? Oh, I gotta get rid of these orcs. That's gonna cut our numbers considerably, but we have to, otherwise morale is gonna get very bad. So all these orcs can go. I didn't really care, to be honest. You guys are gonna deploy up at the top with the rest of the cavalry. I still haven't leveled myself up. Let's go Charisma 12, and we'll go Leadership. Oh, we can't. Okay. Actually, it's going to be a while. We have to hit Charisma 18 before we can get to Leadership 6. So instead, I will put this point toward... Tactics would be nice. Anything regarding healing would be helpful. I think I'll go Wound Treatment 3. And we'll get some more one-handed skill. As well as maybe throwing weapons, because I do have those magic throwing maces. And then we'll get after these bandits. It'll be another good fight for us. Maybe some more prisoners, definitely some more XP. We're running a little bit quicker and lighter now, so these fights will be a little bit more difficult, but we should have an easier time running people down. And all those evil orcs are gone, so my Blazing Hands troops aren't going to be whiny little bastards anymore and complain. Let's see. I'll just charge everybody. No, let's not. Let's not. Let's be smart. Archers and whatnot set up there. Cavalry deploy over on that hill. Infantry, let's get you like here. I don't know why I'm riding in the opposite direction. And because they're dumb bandits, they'll just charge right at us. They don't have anybody commanding them, so they just kind of run wherever. Oh, right over his head. Whatever. Don't want to mess with that spear. I'm not going to keep challenging him. Alright, so we'll send in the infantry. We'll send in the cavalry. Oh, I tried to do a right-handed slash there, not a stab. You guys are in my way. We seem to be doing pretty good, though. Oh, he's already down. And that guy just took a spear to the back of the head. And we are victorious. Fantastic. Okay. 4 renown, 10 morale. It's fantastic. So we made up for the morale that we lost from the prissy Blazing Hands. And let's see. One of the squires is now Blazing Hand Cavalry. And this one will turn into a Blazing Hand Knight. Fantastic. Do we want Crusaders or Clerics? Huh. Well, that's a Crusader. That's a Cleric. They become Inquisitors. That sounds interesting to me. They become Vanquishers. That also sounds interesting to me. Let's do a Cleric, and the next one will be a Crusader. We'll split them evenly. Any decent loot? Not really, but we'll take what they did drop, because some of it actually is at least a little bit valuable. My keyboard doesn't want to sit still. Is there anything that we can cut loose? Like, is anything almost gone? That cheese is kind of, but is it worth, you know, whatever. And we'll leave the rest. I think I saw another party. Yes, I did. None of these have prisoners, though. I was hoping we could do a little bit of, like, indirect recruiting with these fights, but it doesn't seem to be working out for us, does it? Alright. Unela. I think we were going strength with you. I'll put that point into... let's go power throw 3. And I'll see if she can use those throwing weapons we just got. Something like that's fine. So you have javelins, power throw 1. Oh, so you were already fine, but whatever. Those are better. You're welcome to use them. The question then becomes, who can use the javelins? Do you have an open equipment slot? No. You already have javelins. Oh, but those are bent. So here, you can have these better ones. And maybe we'll find somebody that can use those. Probably not, though. We'll probably just get rid of them. Ooh, Calradian Lancer. Nice. Got full plate armor, too. Okay. Mercenary Mage. Let's move you down. It doesn't matter, or whatever. Okay. But yes, I was hoping to do some indirect recruiting through rescued prisoners with these guys, but apparently... oh, there's their lair. Apparently we got all the ones that had them. Oh, actually that party had a couple. We'll have to see what they had.
Even your life.
I couldn't see how many or what they were, but it definitely looked like they had some prisoners with them. Let's push everybody... Oh, no, everybody to this hill here at the very least. And I think we'll set the archers up there. The infantry can go here, and the cavalry can go there. You know, go a little bit further off to the side. Whatever you're throwing at me ain't doing a whole lot there, buddy. Infantry charge, cavalry start pushing around the flank. Apparently the archers got there before the infantry. Cavalry, go ahead and charge. And we'll hit them right in the side. That was pretty good. I was expecting a little bit more carnage, but it worked. Are they all dead? I think they're all gone. I think the cavalry did ultimately crush them, even though it wasn't as initially devastating as I had hoped. Okay. No casualties for us. More prisoners. Any level ups? Yes. Mercenary Mage. Fantastic. And is there any decent gear here? Actually, quite a bit. So, anything under 200 I think is going to go. Maybe that wasn't the best call. 184. I think it's pretty much a wash. Okay, so there's that party of 20. There's this party of... Oh, perfect. Only 3 of those are worth taking on, but it's still 3 more recruits that we wouldn't have otherwise. And only 16 men to kill to get them, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. And despite their small size, we're still much faster. Oh, all 8 of my Taiga bandits escaped within seconds of me having them.
Everything has a price, even your life.
That's probably something that could use some balancing. They escape far too frequently and far too quickly. I know that the penalties for recruiting them have been reduced. And I know that they're a lot less likely to flee if you do recruit them, but the thing is, it's not like I want to recruit every prisoner I ever take. In fact, if I'm fighting a particular troop type, it generally means I don't want to recruit them, especially when you're talking about like enemy soldiers that would significantly reduce your party's morale if they were in your party. Because if they're fighting against their own faction, they're generally not happy. Infantry, start moving up this way. Try to head them off. I don't want them rushing straight into my archers. Oh, that person just took an arrow in the face. Cavalry, feel free to charge. That guy has terrible aim. I wasn't even trying to block him. He kept hitting my shield. I could have killed him. Alright, looks like these guys have it pretty well in hand. Oh. I swung right through him because he was already dead. And there's our victory. I didn't have to do anything there. Gained some renown. We'll take on the Crusader. We'll take on the cavalry. And we'll take on this footman. I'll take this prisoner, but, you know, probably going to be gone in a second. And our last squire has become cavalry. Alright, so I said I would do a Crusader with this one, but I already have 2. Screw it, we'll do it anyways. Because we have 1 more of these, so we'll go 3 and 3. It ended up working out. And just a bunch of throwing stuff. Well, that's fine, because this is all fairly invaluable. 290. Alright, well, we'll leave it at that. Okay. So a little bit of indirect recruiting there. Let's get back to... Actually, that's a town. Let's ride toward that and we'll sell our stuff there. Because we were just over here and there wasn't a ton of or a ton of bandits in that area. I ran right by... Oh, you know what? I think those are villagers. That definitely is. I don't know if the other party I saw was, but they're probably long gone by now if it wasn't villagers. So we'll leave it be and we'll go sell some stuff here. So we'll see if we can sell our lone prisoner. Elven Foresters. That might be worth bringing along. Blah, blah, blah. I'll sell all 1 of my prisoners. 208. I mean, that's not terrible. You guys looking for work? 4 of you. Sure, why not? And then we'll sell off what little we've managed to loot. That's not bad. Another like 700 or so. Paid for the mercenaries. Anything in here that we might want? Not really. Not really. Okay, so we'll leave. And keep an eye out for more bandits with lots of prisoners for us to recruit. Or we could maybe go into their base. The problem is if I do that, I think they stop spawning for a while. Evil troops in my army. Who is evil? Are they talking about the I hope they're not referring to the named characters of different races. because that's going to be a real issue. I don't plan on using the Blazing Hand troops permanently anyways. As I've said several times, we're going to have our own troop tree eventually. It's just, until we're established, it doesn't make sense to do that. So the weekly budget is in, and all of our dye works are cranking out considerable amounts of gold. So our net income was nearly 7,000. The mercenary payment is just a very small fraction of that, almost not even worth mentioning. So mercenary contracts are not going to be particularly lucrative for us, but all these investments certainly are. So I think we have enough to maybe apply this toward yet another dye works somewhere. And in fact, well, we're already a good distance from that, but maybe we can commission one here or something. Just always keep investing that way. By the, oh, what do we got here? Just 20 bandits. Let's deal with this first. This seems more pressing, and I think we'll go take out that lair, because that's a little bit more interesting than fighting the small little parties running around. So we have to find the guildmaster. Oh, not what I meant to do there. Actually, is there a tournament happening? No. Okay, then take a walk around the streets. And I think that's him right there. Fantastic. So I don't need to go running around looking for him. Let's see here. Do you happen to have any... No? No work? Okay. Well, could I buy a dye works? What are we looking at profit-wise? About 2,000, which is consistent with the other ones. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be 12,000, so half of what we have now. That's the going rate, and that is absolutely fine. Because in about 6 weeks, well, 7 weeks, because it'll take one to build, we'll make that money back up, at least more or less. Okay, so there's our investment. What kind of troops do we recruit here? So I'm curious, what evil troops do we have? I doubt it would refer to mercenaries, but I mean, you could in some instances consider mercenaries evil. I mean, at best you would call them like what? Neutral? I don't think they would consider elves evil. So my thought then is maybe he's referring to like Unela, which would suck, and that would mean I'd have to get rid of these guys sooner rather than later. And she's the only one of a race that I could consider, or that the game might consider evil. But I mean, like, she's not evil, so I'm not going to get rid of her just because the Blazing Hand troops don't like her. She's obviously more valuable to me than like a couple of soldiers I rescued from a couple of bandits. Alright, so in we go. I'm not super keen on these just because, again, the weird spawns where they, you know, you attack one area and then you turn around and they spawn back in the other area you just cleared, and then you gotta go back, and then you gotta go forward again. And it just all gets a little bit tedious, but you get pretty good loot from these sometimes. And again, it's just a little bit different than, you know, the constant chase down 20 bandits, charge at them, rinse, repeat. So a little bit of variety is always nice. I'm gonna summon myself a little bit of holy throwing maces, just so I have some sort of ranged weapon, especially since they're making it rain with those javelins. Let's see. Oh, I'll just hit you in the face with them. How about that? Ooh, right across the cheek. Alright, thank you, Barrick. What are you guys throwing stuff at? Oh, they're all the way over there. This will be fun, because I guarantee as soon as we clear them, they're going to spawn back over here. And we'll have to trudge our way up and down this hill several times. How far can I wing this thing? It was actually pretty close. I don't know if I get a high angle bonus there or anything, but it almost worked. Where they fight? Oh, they respawned back there already, so that's definitely next. And let's start winging stuff in your direction. Oh, right in the crotch. Oh, that was not at all what I intended to do. That was low. Come on, man. You're making this difficult. Man, somebody must have thrown haste on him because he is just like flailing all over the place. There we go. Ah. These guys have pretty high one-handed skill if they're swinging that quickly. That, or again, somebody could have cast haste on them. I don't know who would have, though. I don't see anybody that looks like they're capable of it. Where the hell are you going? Come back here. Maybe they just took a bunch of caffeine pills and they're wigging out or something. Because they're all just kind of running in circles and moving real fast. Alright. He's going to die on the Black Abyss there. Oh. I did not see you coming, man. Got me good there. Alright, he's down. Luckily, our guys are kind of spread out all over the place. So every time they spawn in one location, we already have somebody in the vicinity. I hope I don't have to go down there. What is that? Oh, it's just a fancy arrow. Right. I'm gonna expend these and take a little bit better throwing weapon. Nope, we're already done. Cool. Well, did we get any good loot? No, just a bunch of moderately worthless bows. And some bent javelins, my favorite. Okay, not having great luck here. Let's continue north or something. And I would really like it if we could find some bandits with some prisoners, or even just like decent sized bandit parties that would give us a little bit of XP. And not like, yeah, they're gonna be a real issue for us. I'm pretty sure it's Unela. I can't imagine it being anything else. Maybe you guys know, but I would assume that like the elves are fine. Oh, there's another layer. I would assume that the mercenaries are fine. It's got to be the one orc in the party, which sucks because I don't want to have to like run with only 2 races or 3 races just because, you know, particular troops are pissy about who they work with. But again, the Blazing Hands are zealots, and this just further proves our point that we want to strike out on our own sort of like paladin faction, because those guys are, you know, racist, zealots, they're crazy, you know, they hate everybody who's not them. And we're not like that. We're not fanatical, a little bit more moderate than that. Definitely fighting in the name of our gods, but not, you know, killing anybody that doesn't agree with us just because. Where the hell are these guys? Oh, ran right by him. Whoops. Ah. I thought he would keep running. Don't let him get that spear out. Damn tree. I thought for sure I could kind of squeeze by it. Alright, let's get this guy. Probably could have got him, but that's fine. I'll double back and maybe clip you. Nope. He was very late on that. Very, very late. Oh, great. I'm boxed in. Fantastic. Come on, move. Move. Somebody kill him. Get it over with. What the hell is happening? Who's left? Oh, we won. Okay. Alright. Oh, our greater mercenary mage died. What the hell? Whatever. Not gonna get that bent out of shape about it. First Vanquisher. Okay, so they're just basically a knight on foot. Right there is fine, I guess. Sure. That works for me. Did they drop anything special? Not really. A novice rogue. That might be good for, what's his face? Aiden. You know what? All this stuff is worthless. Get rid of it all. Give me this stuff. At least it's slightly more valuable. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so Elethera leveled up. That's our elven archer friend here, and she is now level 7. Let's go ahead and get her to strength 12 so that we can go power draw 4. And archery is all we care about with her. Eventually we'll give her a little bit of one-handed skill just so she can defend herself in melee, but archery is by far her main priority. Let's go ahead and call it here for today. I'm starting to lose my voice, and we're at about time anyways. If you guys have any suggestions as to what we should work toward next, I'm happy to hear it. Until we build up a large enough army that we can actually start taking on the vassals of other factions, especially the orcs, because they're all just massive parties. I don't know how we would deal with that at, you know, like 100, 120 men versus 300, 400. But yeah, until we build up a considerable sized army, we kind of have to just run around and fight these smaller battles to gain XP. I think the Blazing Hand troops are going to have to go pretty soon, because I can't afford to continually take morale hits of 10 every day. Unless we're constantly fighting and winning and gaining morale that way, it'll be a wash and we can maintain this very high morale. But if we go a long while without fighting and winning, then they're going to just completely decimate our morale. And the morale hit is actually worse than if we were, you know, using orcs against other orcs, or Swadians against Swadians, or what have you. So that's something we're gonna have to deal with, which sucks because I really wanted to check out their troops, and it fit what we were trying to do. You know, people leaving them, and especially like, you know, Crusaders and Paladins and whatever, leaving them and joining our slightly more moderate faction. But apparently they took their sort of you know, hardline tendencies with them, and we aren't going to be having that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Phantasy Calradia with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.